Hey everyone, John here from the Four Brewers Podcast, and I am back with another beer. And today I'm drinking a beer that I look forward to every year. Most beer geeks look forward to this beer, especially if you like hops. This is a beer from Sierra Nevada Brewing Company, and it is called Celebration Fresh Hop IPA. And this is a 6.8% alcohol by volume IPA. It comes out in the wintertime, in the holiday season, during the holiday season, and I think a lot of people who are first timers to this beer think it might be something spiced or something like that, wintry, and it's not that. It's just a straight up fresh hop IPA. And so, like I said, it's made with fresh hops that are freshly harvested. Sierra Nevada brews all of their beer with whole cone hops, but typically if you're a brewer that uses pellet hops, when you use fresh hops, they're whole cone, because you're retaining all that freshness. They come right off the vine, and within 48 hours they're in your boil and you're making beer with it. So this is a great beer. I already opened this can, and this is as old school as it gets for IPA. Like really, really red, caramel looking. I mean, almost looks like a red ale. It's can conditioned. I got some floaties in there, which I doubt will show up on camera. But don't think it's a slight calling the beer old school, because it's a fantastic beer. I mean, the head retention on this thing is awesome. It's nice and creamy. This thing was canned October 14th, and it's still holding up. Ugh, I've been drinking some little burpee. So yeah, let's check this out. Smells good. You get, of course, the malts come through on the nose. This is both, I think, hop forward and malt forward beer. You get a nice bready biscuit aroma on the nose. A little bit of like rye bread, wheat bread kind of thing, like multigrain bread. It just smells clean and fresh. I haven't had white bread in a long time. The whitest bread I eat is sourdough bread, and that has its own unique aroma, like sourdough bread does. But that multigrain wheat bread, it just smells so good. It smells rich. It smells doughy, yeasty. That's what you get from this beer. Smells fantastic, and then it's backed up with the hops. Nothing too over the top as far as like hype hops go. Again, this is made with Cascade, Centennial, and Chinook hops, in case I didn't say that before. Classic C hops, and it's a complement to the malts. It's very orangey, marmalade. Again, nothing over the top though. It's just very complimentary. It's a very well balanced beer on the nose and on the flavor. Speaking of which, let's try it. Yeah, that's so good. Again, a lot of honey on that, like honey from the malts on the flavor. Orangey, fruity, little bit of grapefruit coming through. This having Chinook hops in it. Chinook hops tend to be a little brutal, on like the back of your throat. This is not like that. This is just, it's enough sharpness to clean everything up. I think Chinook is actually a good call for this beer, because it cuts through the malts in this beer. Because like I said, this is a malt forward beer. You could even call it malty. You do get like a candied malt kind of thing on the flavor too. It's an excellent beer. A nice lingering sweetness as well. Tip of your tongue, middle of your tongue. It's just savory. It kind of comes off like candy a little bit, but you still have this hoppy, bitter backbone. It is a bitter beer. I don't want to say it comes off oxidized, but you get this hint of like, cardboard, I think, but in a good way. It reminds you that it's an IPA. It's not like a super sweet holiday beer. It's an IPA. It's a fresh hop IPA. Just a delicious beer. Great mouthfeel. Finishes perfect. I'm not going to say it finishes dry because it really doesn't. You still have a lingering sweetness, but it's backed up with a lingering bitterness, nothing too over the top. Again, if you're a fan of hops and IPA, you'll like this beer. If you're not a fan of hops, you probably won't like this beer. But again, it comes out every year. They've been brewing this beer for damn near 40 years. I'm on their website right now. And nope, it's been brewed for 40 years. 40 years. Like, I'm 42. The first time they brewed this beer was when I was 2 years old. That's incredible. I'm sure the recipe has been tweaked over time, but still, it's pretty classic, and it's classic Sierra Nevada. So, highly recommend this beer. Again, Sierra Nevada Fresh Hop IPA. Pick it up if you can. Thanks for watching this video. We'll see you next time.